It is very crucial for a nation's economic growth and development. Solving any dispute requires a diplomatic approach.
Alright, so having understood what international relations is, what are the various different international organizations and how they have impacted our past, our present and our future, let's speak about one very important international organization. That organization is the UN. Let's look at a video which will explain to us what the UN is, why was it formed, and what the UN currently is doing.
So imagine a world parliament. Imagine 193 voices gathering together in New York to deliberate over matters of peace and security. The United Nations was established in 1945 with the signatory of 50 countries for the express purpose of preventing the outbreak of war and averting a world war. The United Nations has many parts to it. It deals, for instance, with matters of economics and social policy. It deals with matters of human rights. It deals with matters of culture. But the most important parts of the UN are the Security Council, which has 5 permanent members who are responsible for controlling its policy. These are France, Britain, the United States, China, and Russia. The other body that is very important is where all the nations meet and come together, and that is the General Assembly. Both the General Assembly and the Security Council pass what are called resolutions to make policy for the world. The UN has been responsible for eradicating polio in Africa, for instance, of dealing with problems of debt or problems of other diseases spreading. The UN has been very important in making sure that human rights are observed. The most famous document is the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, which has been ratified and kept by many countries. The UN, precisely because it's so complex, is determined to make sure that everything is done towards a big picture of peace and trying to make sure that humanity attains the primary purpose of what it says, that we believe. We believe in a better future.
I hope everyone watching this video understood what the UN is, why was it formed, what are its functions. It's now time for us to speak about an important concept. This concept is the reason why this entire video has been made. A concept called Model United Nations, or MUN for short.
So what is MUN anyway? Model United Nations, or MUN for short, is a simulation of the real-life UN, United Nations. You take the place of the delegate of a country or an international organization. The aim of the Council is to find a solution to the problems you'll be given as a topic before your conference. Just like in the real UN, you'll have the chance to draft resolutions and find a lasting solution to some important issues today, like climate change, the refugee crisis, and more. The aim of the United Nations in real life is to prevent conflicts and promote international cooperation. It's a forum for countries to express their views and make decisions together. To do this, there are numerous organs in the UN, such as the General Assembly, the Economic and Social Council, the Security Council, the International Court of Justice, and many more. In MUN, you'll get a chance to try to be a part of this. Resolutions are at the heart of MUN. They are a set of rules and guidelines that countries in the world generally follow about a whole range of things, including human rights, carbon emissions, and war. In real life, these are drafted and debated throughout weeks and months, and they require input from a lot of people, like member states, experts, and even NGOs. MUN is all about cooperation, not competition. It's not a race to beat other people. It's about how well you can work together and overcome your differences in opinions. As a delegate of a country, you'll have to play your part by sticking to your foreign policies, but also knowing when you need to compromise with others for the better good. Different conferences have different formats for running a council. Prominent examples include THIMUN, the Hague International Model United Nations. MUN helps you pick up soft skills like research, communication, critical thinking, and creativity.
So having understood what Model UN conferences are, I would now like to take this opportunity to explain to you guys about our organization, Diplomathon. Diplomathon basically is a youth organization and we are service providers to the education industry. Our flagship conference is called the Diplomathon conferences. We organize these conferences across various cities. These basically are simulation conferences of international organizations for students in school and high school. These organizations and these conferences are a bit different from Model UN Conference, where we simulate organizations like BRICS, SAARC, European Union, OPEC, ASEAN, etc. The reason why we do this is to give students an idea about what is the current situation of international nations in the globe. To give students an idea about where does our country stand in its global perspectives and its global relations. This platform is open for students primarily in high school. However, we at Diplomathon believe in starting early. That is why our conferences are open from students of the 6th grade. Now obviously we can't have students of 6th and 7th debate on a lot of difficult topics. That is why, especially for the 6th and 7th graders, we have topics which are a bit unconventional. Topics which make them understand how the format of the debate functions. Especially for 6th and 7th standard students, we have committees like Harry Potter, FIFA, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and my personal favourite, Captain America Civil War. So now let's have a look at certain committees which we have simulated in the past Diplomathon conferences, and we follow that up with what are the benefits of these conferences, the academic and non-academic benefits for students.
So in the previous Diplomathon conferences, we've had committees like ASEAN, OPEC, League of Nations, BRICS, World Trade Organization, SAARC, Municipal Corporation of Mumbai, African Union, UN Security Council, Interpol, European Union, GCC, IFJ, World Bank and NATO. And for the 6th and 7th standard students, we've had committees like Harry Potter, FIFA and the Lord of the Rings. Diplomathon conferences have a lot of perks and benefits for these participating students. A few of them are, it gives them a good knowledge about diplomacy. It gives them a chance to grow beyond classroom and understand how the world actually functions. It helps them tap into their inspirations, passions and hobbies. It develops the networking skills, the public speaking skills, the communication skills. It gives them the knowledge of international relations. It gives them a chance to be world ready by interacting with students from different schools, different backgrounds, different countries, different states. It helps them get acquainted with how things function across the globe and give them a chance of becoming self-aware by developing their soft skills. It gives them a chance to tap into their research and administration skills and also help students with CAS and SUPW hours. Furthermore, it gives students a chance to become leaders and step into the shoes of world leaders and understand how things function in our country and across the globe, and how each and every organization impacts India.
So with that, we come to the end of this virtual orientation. For more details about Diplomathon, you can log on to our website, diplomathon.in, or our Facebook page, or you can even shoot us an email at diplomathon@gmail.com. If you have any further queries or you wish to register for any upcoming Diplomathon conferences, you can get in touch with your principal or your coordinator in your school, or you can directly write to us, like I said, at diplomathon@gmail.com. We look forward to hosting you for our Diplomathon conferences. Thank you.